Thank you to the newsroom for that. Now it's time for... Now it's time for flashbacks, where we will look at things in history that happened on this date in the past. So on the 18th of January, throughout history, this is what's happened. On the 18th of January, 2026, United States President Donald Trump gets assassinated in his office. On the 18th of January 2019, Woolworths declared that their food isn't really fresh. In 2012, SOPA, Stop Online Piracy Act, blackout became the largest protest in the history of the internet. In 2008, the United Nations declared George Clooney as the United Nations Messenger of Peace. In 2005, the Airbus A380 was unveiled in France. In 1999, David McRobbie finished and published the fantastic book See How They Run. In 1998, Titanic, Peter Fonda and Judi Dench all won the 55th Golden Globes. In 1995, the 264th Pope, Sir John Paul II, began his visit to Australia. And finally, in 1993, Martin Luther King Jr. holiday was observed in all 50 states of the United States of America for the first time. And that was Flashbacks. Now back to 1999, when David McRobbie finished and published See How They Run. It was and is a fantastic book, and has even been made a TV series on the ABC and the BBC. Please welcome Don Cassidy.
Hi. Good to see you. Thanks for having me. So, just for everyone who doesn't know, just tell us a little bit about yourself, like your family and all that. Okay, so my name is Don Cassidy. I have a wife, 2 daughters and 6 grandkids. So, 35 years after this book was written about your family. 35 years? Huh, wow. Yeah. So if you could pinpoint one of the hardest times on your journey, what would it be? Well, it would have to be when Nicola was kidnapped. Well, as she was walking to school with Emma, a motorbike captured her and took her away. So hard for us all. Emma thought it was her fault. We tried to tell her it wasn't, but we didn't eat or sleep. We couldn't. Everything was so quiet without. We were all listening out for the phone in case of ransom calls or if the police rang or anything. Luckily, she was found by some bushwalkers and was brought straight to the hospital, and we found her there a couple of days later.
Well, that must have been really tough for you. Yeah, it was. Well, we've got a question sent in by a fan I want to read out, and I want to see what you think of it. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Hi, I'm a big fan. When you went to give evidence against the drug person, how was it? So when you went to give evidence, I think it was Manchester, was it? Yeah. When you went to give evidence, how was it? Oh, when I went to give evidence, I was very nervous, mostly, because of what the judge might say. He might choose the drug dealer person. There you go. Instead of his evidence instead of mine, so I was a bit nervous. I was also worried about family as well, like how they'd be coping. It was good to be back, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I was kind of missing my family. And I don't want to give too much away, but if you want to read the book, but everything worked out the way it should have, which I'm happy about. Well, there you go. See How They Run is a fantastic book. And so yes, please thank Mr. Don Cassidy. Thank you. Thank you everyone. See ya. After the break, Russell Crowe everybody.